अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। We get questions from devotees many times that our mind is distracted during chanting and we get sometimes unhappy during chanting. This is a perpetual problem which is going on for ages now. Some of you are 40-year-old practicing devotees, some of you are 5-year-old, and this distraction of mind is a constant problem. The distraction could be of a meditation on sense gratification. Usually the experience is the objects of sense gratification and the activity of sense gratification comes in our mind, and we without our plan automatically and passively start meditating on those activities and objects, or we get distracted in the miseries that we are going through, the sufferings and the problems that we have. We keep thinking about them during chanting, or the dreamy desires that we have, we keep thinking about them, and so on and so forth. The mind is such a powerful entity that the mind can take you anywhere, in imagined place or unimagined place, realistic place or dreamy place. Everywhere the mind can take you. Regarding distractions of thoughts of sense gratification, we should know that the mind can take you to a particular sense gratification which you have given the mind before. Mind cannot imagine you being in Spain eating ice cream during the snowfall if you are not gone there. But mind can remind you of a jalebi that you had yesterday at your home, and you can think about that. Which means what you have given taste or experience of a particular sense gratification, that only comes to your mind. And that is sometimes overwhelming because we are hankering for that. The solution is, now with a plan, with proactive planning, you have to give the mind more and more spiritual happiness. We have all fed the mind with so many varieties of material sense gratification. Now, out of choice, we should feed the mind with many varieties of spiritual happiness. And when one enjoys those spiritual experiences, then those things become prominent thought process in the mind. So the difficulty is our volume of experienced material sense gratification is large compared to the volume of our experienced spiritual joy in spiritual activities. So it's all up to us. It's all up to our desire. If we choose to have thoughts of spiritual experiences, then we should feed the mind. It's like the computer. Computer will retrieve information, only that information which you have fed, which you have entered, which we call as data entry. The computer cannot give you anything else but the entered data. So we have to enter these experiences as data in our subconscious mind, in our consciousness. Then the mind will always come up with the thoughts of spiritual happiness. What comes in the dream? What has been stored or what has been entered in the subconscious mind for life after life, or many lifetimes before now. Whatever is stored as nutshell impressions in subconscious comes up in the dream. It may be most unimaginable thing that you may see in the dream, but it has been there in the mind from past life, may not be from this life consciously. So let us all resolve to feed our mind with spiritual happiness. And let us attentively chant the holy name of the Lord in such a way that the mind really starts enjoying the chanting of the holy name. When we make the mind enjoy voluntarily, with desire, with our choice, to enjoy the chanting of the holy name, to relish the holy name, then mind will give you remembrance of those experiences. What is mind's job? Mind is simply out to enjoy. That's the nature of the mind. Mind is seeking enjoyment constantly. And it is all up to us, our desire, our plan, to give the mind spiritual happiness. What is usually happening is we chant Hare Krishna and we are doing so many things together. We talk, we cook, we do left hand something, and sometimes you're on the phone, sometimes you're looking in the phone. So we are ourselves uh, choosing to do distracted chanting. Then how does the mind will, how the mind will ever enjoy the chanting? So to give the mind really spiritual joy during chanting, we have to put down everything with a plan. How much ever we are tempted, with a plan that I will not touch, I will not do, I will not do anything but to listen to the holy name. Then the mind will remind you of this pleasure. Otherwise, mind will remind you of the pleasure which you have enjoyed. Like a movie, a thriller movie. 3 hours we are in samadhi with no distractions. No phone calls have even touched your ears. Even next on the table, the phone is ringing. You are not able to hear also because you are so absorbed. So give the mind something of that kind with full absorption. Then the mind will really give you good memories, good thoughts, and that will not distract you from Krishna. So let us flood the mind with spiritual joys, spiritual experiences, proactively, with a choice, with a plan. Mind will not cheat you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So if there is any question, please ask. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.